Yo, welcome back. This is Stu42 with another Minecraft episode. Today we are going to take a break from the technology and from the fuel and from all that stuff that we've been doing here and take a dive back into, well, actually we might do this one first as well. First things first, we should probably make ourselves a scoop. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rods and a wool. So let's just get 6 of those going. Cool. What I wanted to do though was a bunch of magic and some of the non-tech stuff, because we have in tier 2, this one here, your magic progression. Tick. Done. Now I don't know what that did. It's probably opened up something. Novice Thaumaturge. No, so we've already done this one, which was the Silverwood Sapling, but we can do this one now, finally. The Quick and Dirty Portal Generator, and then Twilight Arrival. A diamond is not enough. So basically, we're going to need to get a diamond, 4 electronic circuits, and we can make that in our assembler. Do we have 4? Oh, so close. We have 3. So it looks like, yeah, we can get that pretty quickly. Just gonna need to wait till this is done, and then we'll throw those in there. That'll take a little while. We've got just enough to make one other circuit, and then I'm gonna have to make more vacuum tubes. So that'll be the Quick and Dirty Portal Generator. There was another thing somewhere in here as well. Was it that one? You haven't unlocked basic thaumaturgy, try to find a silver and grow. So I'm thinking this might unlock another bit of that same tier. I don't think there's anything in here. Yeah, I actually had done this, but unfortunately I didn't hand it in at the time. Nothing in there, nothing in there either. Alright, so it is just all under Novice Thaumaturge, and we'll make ourselves a bee scoop as well. I've seen a bunch of the bee stuff around, hives and such, so let's grab that. Scoop is wire cutters and a hammer. Wire cutters, hammer. Oh, we've got 2 hammers. Waiting for this one to break so I can put the other one in there. Now, I do happen to handily have down here a rocky hive. Okay. Catches butterflies on left click. I haven't seen any butterflies. Did I make the wrong scoop? Catches butterflies on left click. No, it's definitely a catches butterflies. Alright, so maybe this is not the right scoop for that. There's a forestry scoop, which doesn't exist in NEI. Thaumium scoop doesn't exist in NEI yet. That does exist, and then there's this one. Well, that's interesting. I wonder if it was a right click that I needed to do on that. I'm just trying to think where I have another. We'll take it with us and we'll have a look anyway and see how we go. Wow, that is taking a while. Alright, so I will duck away just because this is going to take a couple of seconds and I don't want to wait for this with you guys waiting. So I'll be back in literally 2 seconds once this thing's finished made, and we'll get that portal generator and see where we go from there. See you in a bit. Okay, and thanks to the magic of television, that has finished, and I realized it's the wrong machine, so I've ground it back up, put the stuff in there where it was supposed to go, coated it, put it in the thing, and now we have our 4 electronic circuits and our diamond. Cool. Assembler, this one will do. Now, how long is that going to take to make? Not too long. Alright, so now that we have ground up the accidental red alloy rods, can throw them back in this oven. Throw those over there. Now, with this portal, I'm guessing we're going to still have to do the flowers thing around the water. Quick and Dirty Portal Generator. Will this unlock? Well, it got the scoop. I didn't detect it. Claim. Go find some bees. It must be a right click. Yeah, anyway. Where are we? Thorncraft. Novice Thaumaturge. Complete. Twilight Arrival. Awesome. So, let's throw those over there. Wow, that chest is pretty full. Flowers. I'm going to be incredibly boring and just use all the red ones. Now the room that we have had here for a while. And... whoa! Kablam! And stuff's on fire. Alrighty. Twilight Forest. Yeah, here we go. If the video pauses a little bit here, it's probably just trying to catch up with the loading, but, oh, have we got a bit low on armor, but that armor should be alright. Geronimo. Oh, and we have timed out. Let's... okay, a bit of messing around there, but we're here in the end. And we're right next to a... wow, we're right next to a maze thing straight there. Cool, so now that we are here, we have Twilight Arrival. Can we claim this yet? Common treasure? No, we can't claim it yet. So what is that? 2 out of 2 location task. Location, Twilight Arrival, dimension, undiscovered. Well, we're here. So I wonder why that's not completing. Cool. So here we are. Now, one of the things we are going to have to do now that we are here is find ourselves some ore. So what is our height level? We're only at height 32. The Twilight Forest is thankfully pretty good in terms of how far down you have to dig, i.e. not very fast. Let's just hit F3. What position are we at? 1 that way. Hit F9 a couple of times. Let's see. So it's this chunk. Yep, so this chunk's good. And 31. No, not that way. Actually, yeah, 31. No, 31 and not 20. Up there, in the hill. Oh, and that might be one of the special hills as well. So we might just try and go the other way. So what are we at? 21 and... you know what? We're going to need to put ourselves a waypoint here. So what I might do is I'll go and do some digging and see what we can find here. There's some stuff around. We'll... portal home. Make sure we've got that there. And we'll find some places to dig, see if we can't find some lead and galena and other bits and pieces that we want from this Twilight Forest. I'll also try and figure out why this is saying undiscovered when we clearly have discovered it. So anyway, I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so we have done a little bit here. We found from where we arrived here, the very first thing we dug down into ended up being galena. So we've been mining a bunch of galena and silver and lead and bits and pieces and getting a bunch of loot. We've got Cat down there helping us strip mine this. But we've kind of hit the end of where we want to do with quests. So this here had kind of broken. I had to just go back out of the Twilight and back in, and that fixed that up and that became found. Of course, we've done the galena, lead and silver ore. But this one here, the first wand, impregnated stick. Yeah, so we're going to need seed oil for that, and then beyond that we need iron wand caps, which are fairly difficult. Naga scales. Yeah, so Naga scales can be made with... yeah, we're going to have to get quite a bit further. 64 EU particularly if we're going to do it that way, or potentially the Naga scales drop directly. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, not having actually killed Naga all that often. It does look like Oh, wrong button. It does look like we're in a fairly good spot though. So there's some stuff over here. There's a hill here. One of these hills looks like it's one of those hills that has all the gems and diamonds and stuff in it. This here, of course, is great for mobs. I have a feeling this might be where the Naga is, or one of those sorts of things. But that's kind of... I don't really want this to be the shortest episode ever. So, let's just pick up some silver that's lurking around. So we're doing a good job of that, but the only other things to really do are to have a look around and see what we can find in the Twilight Forest. And it's raining. So I was hoping to find a crow or something like that at some point, so we can make that map thing. But so far, it seems like it's a pretty, well, famous last words, it seems fairly tame so far. There doesn't seem to be much around. Good gardens. Like, I'm not even seeing, oh, there's a, there we go, forest bunny. Green sheep, so there's a few things around. Nothing too crazy though. A bighorn sheep, a nice pink one. So yeah, so barring actually heading into that nasty sort of area and seeing what's in there, which I'm not entirely ready for yet, this is kind of... yeah, there's just not much around. Yeah, this is the hill that I think there might be something inside of. Oh, maybe not actually. They're normally more dome shaped. Oh, and it's very dark here. Alright, so what I might do is I will cut this here one more time. This is looking like it might be a really tiny episode. What is that? Wherever it's gone, some little bluebird. This might be a really tiny episode. I mean, we did need to do this though, because in here, sorry, back in tier 2, if we scroll out and down here, lead dust. This really is what we're going to need to get further, and this should unlock, from memory, the lead unlocks all the battery stuff. So I don't know exactly what sort of batteries there are. I know in past Green Tech packs there's been lead and then cadmium and like acid batteries. Lithium as well is in there somewhere. So we're going to need to come back, and next episode I will probably head down that path and yeah, hopefully do some circuit stuff here as well, just to start, as well as, yeah, sorting out the fuel and a few other things. Back to more tech stuff. I really wanted to do some magic-y stuff this time, but like I said, there's just not a whole lot here. What if we... Naga! Well, there we go. I guess that answered that. Now, I've got a lot of stuff on me. I wonder if I should go away and then come back and have a bit of a fight. You know what? Let's have a go. What's the worst that can happen? Do we die? Sure. Alright, let me go and put all my stuff back in my base, and we'll come back and be prepared and see how we go with tackling the Naga. I might be, hopefully, I might be horribly outmatched, but we'll give it a go anyway in the sake of doing something interesting. I'll be back in just a sec. So I've grabbed some stuff and put some stuff away. Got myself some cobblestone. I also managed to make this one. It's in tier 2? Yeah, tier 2, this one. Bow, arrows, and quiver. I had a bow. Arrows and quiver, pretty easy stuff to make. Feather, stick, flint. We can also use these to make a bunch of other arrows as well. So explosive arrows. The flaming arrow is pretty good. In fact, I might actually make a few more of those. But I've got 12 regular arrows already. Will they work there? Oh, was it that way? Yes, that way. Cool. And now with the quiver, what we can do is you can hover over it. Well, actually, you can put it in a crafting thing. So I've put 10 flaming arrows, 64 arrows, and 10 explosive arrows. If I put those in there as well, it upgrades to 22 flaming arrows. So I might just get 64 of those. Now I think I have, yeah, because of that stuff we did earlier with the bait boxes, we have an absolute ton of all the stuff we need. And why not make them all flaming? They're pretty cheap, really. Awesome. All right, so I'm not quite sure how to get, and they're going to put some more in the bottom as well. Yeah, why not? We'll do that. I was going to use the piercing arrow as well. We did get a whole bunch of arrows as a reward for doing the quest. So what I will do, so I thought taking the cobble gun, I've left everything else behind. I've taken all my, my lava gloves out. And in here you can put the quiver along with the bow there. I don't think, yeah, I can't put those in. So I'm taking the throwing knives anyway, just as a last ditch thing that I might need. If we go into battle mode, you can see we are switching through there. Now, there should be a way to switch between, yeah, at the top there. So at the top, you can see the arrows that I'm currently selected. Flaming, regular, explosive, and some more flaming that we had. So we might as well keep on the flaming one. And I'm using the Z key for that. That's the default. It did conflict with a bunch of other keys, so I have removed that conflicting binding as well. Let's go and give it a go. Now I have to admit, I am not usually one that does this sort of thing in Minecraft. I tend to be an explorer. I don't tend to do this sort of... Oh, he's just going to break stuff straight away. Oh, he's going to kill me really quickly. All right, and this is probably why I don't do it all this often. I was not prepared for that at all. At least my grave is pretty close. I can probably get that back. So, let's have a look. So I'm looking like I'm going to need some speedy stuff as well. Oh, he's just going to... he's out. Alright, so we may have actually screwed this up royally with this now. Nah, we're not going to get there. Alright, so I'm going to need to make some more things and come back and give this a go. I might do a bunch of this off camera and come back if I get him down, or at least have a few more attempts, because this is going to be a really long fight. Otherwise, I'll be back in just a bit. So here we are, finally victorious with a lot of death markers around. We've got, with the kind help of eloquentJane, who jumped on and came and helped us, or helped me kill the Naga. We managed to get it down. We got the Naga trophy, a miniature yellow heart, a bunch of scales. This is half of them. The other half went to Jane, of course. And yeah, in the end, it ended up being easier with just the plain steel sword and some steel helmets. And what we were sort of doing is, even though we died quite a few times, when one of us died, we'd respawn just over there. It's lucky the portal is so close. And so one of us could run and get our gear back while the other one took some heat. And then we could get the damage done. But anyway, we are happy. Happy, and we've done. So back here in our quests. So yeah, I'm still going to need to make impregnated sticks. The Naga scale bit is now complete. Aluminium screw. We're not going to be able to make this anytime soon, unfortunately, because we do need the blast furnace to get aluminium. So it's going to take a little while for that one. The iron wand caps, yeah, we can do those. It's just a bunch of iron. And like I said, the carpenter... the impregnated stick, which is from the carpenter, we do actually have a quest for that. So back in forestry and farms, I have done up to the forestry core block, and this next one is for the carpenter. So cupronickel plate is probably going to be the hardest bit of that. But even then, what's cupronickel? Where is it? Alloy smelter. Yeah, literally copper and nickel, which we have tons of. So we should be able to do that pretty easily. Now, let's just remove the evidence of the deaths. Quite a few deaths there. Awesome. Yes, so lucky to have the portal right there next to the Naga thing. Awesome. All right, well, we're done. I think I'm actually going to leave this episode here. It's a fairly shortish episode with a bunch of kind of random things. Literally, I thought we were going to be able to do more in Magic, to be honest, but it seems like after you've done that basic start, we're sort of waiting for a blast furnace and a couple of other things. But yeah, next time we'll be back, and we should be able to, now that we have lead, should be able to get into some of this stuff and maybe even some of the stuff over here. So until next time, as always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.